Parish Field in Scripps Ranch. I'm Carroll Buckley with me, Dylan Nichols and John Driffle, as we are set to bring you the semifinal game in the San Diego Section CIF Division III playoffs. And it is the Central Spartans coming in after a big win last week against San Diego High School, 30-26, that will take on Scripps Ranch. Scripps Ranch, 11-0 on the year. The Spartans, 10-2. It's the number 1 seed, Scripps Ranch Falcons, the number 5 seed, Spartans, from Central High School. And we'll have a look at both teams coming up on our pregame show.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash, open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Connecticut at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Sportsburg, Illinois. American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
We are at Parish Field in Scripps Ranch High School, and the Central Spartans with a large contingent following their team tonight. Good to see that they are traveling. If you are not here and you are listening in the valley, it's clear, it's chilly, and a little bit damp. But it's a perfect night for football. And with us to give us an idea what we can expect tonight, Dylan Nichols.
Yeah, well, both teams kind of have a similar approach. They both offer pretty balanced offense. This Scripps Ranch, 175 passing yards per game compared to 189 rushing yards per game. So they want to run the ball, then they have the running back to do it. Nicholas Gardenera, 222 carries on the year this season, 1,500 yards and 20 touchdowns. He's averaging 7 yards per carry. Very impressive, nearly getting a first down on every single run. Passing the ball, they've got Luke Durkin, who's 119 for 206 on the year. He's got 1,800 yards, 1,863 total yards passing, 17 touchdowns, but 10 interceptions. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot to Rashad Griffin Jr. He leads the team in catches and yards, 31 catches, 497 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Also looking for Dylan Gervais, 22 catches, 420 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Defensively for the Falcons, they've got a pair of defensive ends that are wreaking havoc on offensive linemen. 45 total tackles for number 51, Jack Vine. That's the team leader. He's got 3 sacks to go with it as well as Josh Beaumont, 6'3", 240 pounds, coming off the edge. He leads the team with 7 sacks this season. As for the Spartans, like I said, pretty balanced offense as well. 180 passing yards per game with 165 rushing yards per game. Running the quarterback position is Dinero Osuna, 130 for 224, 2,105 yards on the year, 22 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Running the ball, their home run hitter, Angel Nava Esparza, 112 carries, 681 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns. They've also got a combination, Carlos Gomez and Jonathan Medina. The two of them this year have combined for 881 yards on 156 carries for 10 touchdowns. Osuna's going to be throwing the ball a lot to Michael Sullivan. He leads the team with 42 catches, 692 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Fernando Morales, another receiver you'll be hearing a lot of, 31 catches, 501 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Defensively, Angel Nava Esparza, he does it all for the Spartans. He leads the team with 116. You did not mishear that. 116 total tackles. The Spartan defense likes to blitz a lot, and Nava Esparza is the beneficiary of that. He's got 4 sacks to go with it as well. Leading the team in sacks, though, is Joseph Denton. He's got 71 tackles on the year to go with 7.5 sacks. So the Spartan defense wants to get after the quarterback, and they've got the personnel to do it. As we see Scripps Ranch getting ready to come onto the field, the Central Spartans already on the visitor sideline. Go over some of the starters for both of these teams. Offensively for the Spartans, mentioned Denero Osuna starting at quarterback. You'll see Nava Esparza, Carlos Gomez, and Jonathan Medina in the backfield. Wide receivers Michael Sullivan, Fernando Morales, and Juan Dominguez. On the offensive line, it'll be Joseph Hargrave at left tackle, Chris Carlone at left guard, Dominic Salaya at center, Andrew Velasquez at right guard, and Rick Luna at right tackle. Defensively for the Spartans, Zeke Osuna will be coming off the edge, as well as Nathan Santana and Carlos Hernandez. Those are the 2 defensive linemen. And the other defensive end is Joseph Denton. The linebackers are Elias Dominguez and Angel Nava Esparza. And in the defensive backfield, Eric Moreno and Angel Ortiz are the corners. Eric Garcia, Michael Sullivan, and Jonathan Medina are the safeties. And we'll go to the Scripps Ranch Falcons starting lineup after
Flautas y sopes, delicious, authentic Mexican food, just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite, with 3 locations in the Valley: 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico, 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro, and 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico, and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes, the real deal.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. German's Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortec Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit German's Flooring at 220 North Cheney Street in Imperial.
Okay, so then what do we see on the other side of the line?
Well, starting at quarterback for the Falcons, mentioned Luke Durkin. He'll be handing the ball off quite a bit to Nicholas Gardenera. At least that's the game plan for the Falcons. Troy Williams will also probably be getting some carries as well for Scripps Ranch. Pass catchers, Rashad Griffin and Makai Shaw, as well as Ethan Nicholas and Dylan Jabase. And they've also got a tight end named Grant Norberg, over 200 yards receiving. Norberg, 6'8", 220-pound senior. He's definitely got a presence in the middle of the field. Their offensive line, number 60, the left tackle, Ruben Garcia. Left guard, Kyler Oslowski. They've got the center, Eric Taborski. Right guard, Cameron Burson. And right tackle, Dante Mackey. On the defensive side of the ball for the Falcons, you've got Joshua Beaumont, the defensive end, as well as Jack Hoover. And Carter Foss and Jack Fine, they make up the defensive line. The 3 linebackers, Brandon Statler, as well as Connor Battiglin and Riley Merrigan. That's the linebacking core. The defensive backfield, Makai Shaw, very talented cornerback for the Falcons. Johnny McGormick is the other corner, and your 2 safeties, Ethan Nicholas and Joey Muergo. That is the very talented defensive lineup that the Scripps Ranch Falcons are bringing to the table. The most points they've allowed this year, just 13 points in this undefeated season that they've been having.
Incredible, and let me compare that to something I'm a little bit familiar with. My junior year, and, John and other people have heard the story over and over and over again. We went undefeated. We gave up a total of 33 points. This team has given up 13.
Yeah.
And incredible.
They have just one common opponent this season, that is San Diego High School. Of course, Central took on San Diego High School last week in the postseason. They faced them on October 18th, and Scripps Ranch came away with a victory 34-6. And Central beat San Diego High School by a final score of 30-26 as the one common opponent that these two teams have faced.
Okay, the captains are meeting at the center of the field, and we'll be back with more pregame and a kickoff.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Temp-star, quality you can feel. When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, Dylan, we appreciate the insights in our pregame show. John Driffle has made it, and we will be bringing you some action coming up. The Spartans won the coin toss. The Spartans have deferred to the second half, and that means that the Falcons will be receiving our opening kickoff. And we'll be back with the kickoff. We should point out also, at this semifinal level, there will be 7 officials tonight, and instead of the normal 5, so it should be well policed by the Zebras tonight. The kickoff is coming up very shortly as we get ready.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full-course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Well, as we said, coming up, we've got a kickoff. The Division III San Diego Section CIF playoff action with the Central Spartans and the Scripps Ranch Falcons.
McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or be the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Rolando Romo, your local farmer's insurance agent, is there for you through all of life's ups and downs. From auto, home, business, and life insurance to retirement planning and financial advice, your local farmer's agent, Rolando Romo, will help keep you and your family better prepared and save you money. Stop by his office, 1028 Adams Avenue in El Centro, or give him a call at 5353. That's 353-5353.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
Well, we're set for high school football on AM 1230 KXO. John Driffle, the team tonight, as Dylan set up for us. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, great job by Dylan, as always. Really recapped exactly both teams' strengths. And we expect a very good football game, a little different atmosphere than we've been used to the last couple of weeks, Carroll. Scripps Ranch has a bunch here. Central's got a bunch on their side. Everybody's ready.
2019 edition of high school football is on the air. Tonight's game on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com is brought to you by La Fonda Bar and Grill in El Centro, the CB Stop in Calexico, Hacienda Snack Bar and Catering in Brawley, Julie Oliver of Dickey Insurance Services, the Hopeville Athletic Club, Stan's Auto Body in El Centro, McNeese Mart at Dogwood and Maine El Centro. We're just about ready for the kickoff, so let's go out to the field live with Carroll Buckley and John Driffle.
The Spartans are set to kick off, and Jose Berlin Torres will do the honors, as he has almost all year. And the officials say they're ready. We say we are ready. And everybody's just a bit, okay. Trying to work on the scoreboard a little bit. And now the ball fell off the tee. So
they're having some trouble getting the right time up on the scoreboard. They can't seem to get the 12 minutes for each quarter.
Well, maybe we can get last week's clock operator to handle it for us.
Well, with an assist from Dylan, of course.
Yes. Multi-talented.
Air is kind of heavy here with the moisture close to the ocean, so we'll see if Berlin Torres has a leg to put it in the end zone. And we're still waiting for the clock. Maybe they're going to do the old time. They'll start at zeros and run it down to 12 minutes. Now the referees are going to go. Scoreboard or no?
It's a beautiful stadium, and at some point they will get the scoreboard to operate.
They're going to keep the time on the field.
And the kick is deep, fielded at about the 2-yard line, out to the 10, to the 15, and hit and dropped at the 25-yard line. On the return was Nicholas Gardnera, and we'll be seeing a lot of him. Now, after the kickoff, everybody in Scripps Ranch came off the field. And now they're ready. The clock is being reset. And
they figured it out, Carroll. They've got the right time.
Okay.
Carroll, Nicholas Gardnera, by the way, is the son of the head coach.
Yes, he is. And he would be playing and starring for whomever was coaching. And Gardnera is now the single setback from the shotgun. The handoff, Gardnera goes off right side, breaks the tackle, stumbles, gets across the 30, the 35, and is pushed out of bounds. Out about the 43-yard line.
Nice pickup of 17 yards, Carroll, on the first play from scrimmage. Scripps Ranch goes multi-formation, meaning they start with triple wideouts, then they shift once or even twice. That time they actually shifted 3 times, and it's still just a straight handoff dive up the middle.
And this same play only to the other side and dragged down Gardner still picks up some nice yardage. It was Joseph Hargrave on the tackle.
Going to go ahead and give Gardner 4 yards on that.
It'll be 2nd and 6. Spot the ball on the 47-yard line. Just underway.
Central wearing their visitor whites with the blue pants, blue helmets.
The snap back, fake, and getting off and complete. Out on the right side was Dylan Gervais as Luke Durkin was leveled as soon as he let the ball go. Clean hit, nothing wrong, but it's good for a first down. The ball on the 45-yard line in Spartan territory.
Angel Navas-Barca had a great shoestring tackle, Carroll, that prevented a much longer gain.
1st and 10. Spread out. H-back. On the right side. Durkin. Long snap count. Hands off. And Gardner hit and wrapped up in the backfield. He may get it back to the line of scrimmage. Hargrave again on the tackle. So Hargrave stepping up tonight.
Interesting defensive formation. The Central Spartans actually were imbalanced to the left side of the defense. They had 7 players over there, and that's exactly where the play was designed to go, and therefore no gain.
Trips come out on the left side, the wide side. They're stacked up out there. Durkin, Luke is his first name. He's a junior. Facing a blitz.
Audible by the quarterback. He's changed the call.
Back to pass, 3-step drop, looks, he's chased out of the pocket, rolls to his left, and dumps it off, and taking it out for a first down, or very close to it, was Gardner. Gardner, as you pointed out, the son of the coach, and it is first down. Put it on the 34-yard line. We should point out Luke Durkin is the son of a professional trainer who trains Drew Brees, trained LaDainian Tomlinson, and a whole list of professional athletes that he trains.
2 for 2 so far for 19 yards is Durkin.
Again, long count, back to pass, looking, dumps it off in the flat. It is complete and ridden out of bounds on the catch.
That's the tight end out there, Carroll.
Mikey McGibney.
Right, they played sometimes double tight ends, so McGibney was inside. Easy pitch and catch.
And off it is Gardner, nothing outside, so he cuts it back inside, and he'll be dropped after the gain of about a yard. And Hargraves hit on the tackle there, as well as Angel Nava Esparza.
They gave him a yard up to the 15, 2nd and 9. Power running formation now, Carroll. Almost like a full house backfield.
It's exactly what it is on a 2nd and 9. Gardner behind. Gardner with the handoff. Gardner gets it down to about the 12-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. And I believe this is their first 3rd down, isn't it, John?
Yes, they've moved the ball swiftly, have already acquired 4 first downs. They do have an excellent kicker, Carroll, if they decide to go for the 3 points, if they don't get the first down here.
Again, that full house backfield, still out of the shotgun. Gardner with the handoff. Gardner, nothing inside, bounces it to the outside, and will get it into the end zone. Ran right through the tackle of Joseph Denton and took it into the end zone for the score.
Exactly what the Falcons wanted to do, take the opening drive and just march it down the field, 3 for 3 passing, steadily moving the ball on the ground as well. Gardner going in for the touchdown.
Got a 73-yard scoring drive. We will have the point after attempt. Kick from placement. Snap back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:06 to play in the first quarter. It is Scripps Ranch 7, Central nothing.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Now, we will have the kickoff to the Spartans. They'll have their first opportunity on offense. High kick, fielded at the 8-yard line, and out across the 20 to the 25, and almost breaking it. A shoestring tackle dropped him, Eric Moreno, on the return. And if it hadn't been for that shoestring tackle, Moreno would have been in the end zone.
Central does begin with great field position, Carroll, on the 34-yard line of their own side. And Moreno's turned into a threat on these kick returns these last several weeks.
Let's update a score. La Jolla 7, Brawley nothing in the first quarter. That's our score here. Scripps Ranch 7, Central nothing. And a little bit of confusion in the backfield. Osuna ends up with the ball, and he didn't want it, and he takes a 7-yard sack.
The play was messed up from the get-go. There was a high snap that threw off the timing. That was supposed to be a give to Navis Barca, and he broke as he should, and Osuna just could not get him the ball, and therefore he was tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Osuna from the shotgun. He's got Jonathan Medina next to him, rolling to his right, firing downfield, and almost picked off. It was intended for Michael Sullivan. It goes incomplete on the coverage downfield. Was Johnny McGoldrick.
That was one positive factor in that play for Central, Carroll, is Osuna had time. He was not pressured, threw the ball downfield about 35 yards, so Central can continue to contain this rush, and that should bode well in the future here.
It is 3rd and 17. Osuna rolling, firing downfield, and again almost picked off. He was trying to get it to Sullivan, and coming in underneath was Riley Merrigan, the outside linebacker, and Merrigan almost picked it off. I don't think Osuna saw him.
Sullivan broke. It was a timing play, and so Osuna put the ball out there. He was open. I don't think he had enough for the first down. So now Central will punt. Berlin Torres, as he's done all year, needs to get a big punt off to put some pressure on the Scripps Ranch offense.
High snap. He brings it down and gets away a booming punt. It'll be fielded at the 37-yard line and going down immediately.
That's self-preservation, as Navis Barca had him lined up in the sights, and he was going to plant him in the ground. So the young man did not call fair catch, but he just called it and went straight down. Navis Barca went flying right over top of him.
Joe Fredericks on the catch, and wasn't a fair catch. He just caught it and went down. And again, as you said, self-preservation plays a big part sometimes.
Ball on the 37-yard line of the Spartans.
Single setback. Surprise, surprise. Gardner.
Driffle's out to the right. Another right in to the left.
Durkin looking over the defense, taking his time. Back to pass, looking, fires deep downfield, got the man open, catches it. Beautiful catch. And that was Rashad Griffin. The ball perfectly thrown, and Griffin hauled it in and ran out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
27-yard pitch and catch, Carroll, as the super sophomore Marcus Moore knocked him out of bounds.
1st and 10. Falcons have it on the Spartan 27.
They have not misstepped yet tonight.
Durkin hands off. Gardner bounces inside, cuts it to the outside. Is it the 20, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone? 27-yard ramble by Nicholas Gardner.
And he is showing why he is the player of the year here in the City League, as he actually had a couple parts lined up, and he was able to stiff arm one, juke the other, and then finally carry the third into the end zone for the touchdown.
So Nicholas Gardner has put up 2 so far. Not a bad night. We're only 6:56 into the game. Point after attempt. Snap back, kick up, kick good. 6:56 to play in the first quarter. It is Scripps Ranch 14, Central nothing.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Connecticut at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro, California. And I'm trying to read, this is Parish Field, but what's the name of the stadium on the wall down there, Dylan?
There's a reason why Scripps Ranch is undefeated, seeded number 1, and they've showed it here in the early going.
Deep kick and into the end zone for a touchback. The Spartans will come out, 1st and 10, on their own 20-yard line.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Coming out now and handing off, it is Angel Nava Esparza. Nava Esparza pushes his way out to the 24-yard line. Nava Esparza with a 4-yard gain off the left side.
That Carroll was the same exact play they wanted to run at the first series, and the fourth snap watched it.
Same play. Nava Esparza takes it to the outside, then cuts back into the middle and picks up another 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and about 2. Angel Nava Esparza, I think they're going to have to spend a lot of time with him in the backfield. Strong to the left side. Nava Esparza hit at the line and dropped. He'll lose a yard. The Spartans come out. What they do is they put 2 fullbacks, or a fullback and an H-back, or 2 H-backs, strong to one side, and they run right behind them. And Scripps Ranch said, hey, we know where you're going. And they were waiting for him. It is 4th and 3. Another punting situation. Good snap. kick is. He short hopped it at the 36-yard line. That wasn't pretty, but effective.
Kind of a knuckleball, Carroll.
Yep. And the return man just kind of short hopped it on his knees and immediately went down again. So maybe we can say, hey, they got to work on their return game.
I think that's by design. The coach does not want the ball bouncing 10, 15 yards further upfield. So I believe the coach has told his return man, make sure you get the ball.
It is 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
They have not had a misstep yet in their previous 2 drives, both good for touchdowns.
Griffin comes out wide on the left side, the wide side of the field. Again, Spartan show blitz. Durkin with time and with a man wide open. He just outran the coverage of Eric Moreno and had 5 yards on him. The ball was just overthrown.
That time, Durkin threw it 5 yards too far. First misstep from the offense for the Falcons, and Central now with a little breathing room. Let's see if they try to bring some pressure.
Well, they've been trying, but the big and beefy guys up front have given Durkin time. Everybody's in tight. Handoff. It is to Gardnera. Gardnera for a 5-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd and about 5. And about 8 Spartans untangled from the bottom of the pile. Brian Martin leading the charge.
Assist to Michael Sullivan as well, as that time both Central middle linebackers, Medina and Thomas Barstow, were in tight.
It is 3rd and 6. Durkin rolling to his left. He'll keep it on the option. He'll turn it up at the 40 and then pitches it forward. And I'm going to have to see if he was beyond the line of scrimmage because it was awful close.
Yeah, the line of scrimmage was all the way back to the 41. And he crossed the 45, but it wasn't picked up. So it will go as a completed pass.
7 officials, and I think he was past the line, John.
Well, again, the line of scrimmage was 41, and he threw it up from the 45, so that's pretty easy math.
1st and 10.
Right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go, Scripps Ranch.
It's on the Spartans' 43-yard line. Durkin back to pass, looking, fires into the flat. It is complete and dropped immediately. McGinley, on the reception, Carlos Gomez with the immediate tackle, a gain of 1. The big guy just came in, Grant Norberg, 6'8", 220, tight end.
So far, Durkin has been everything that he was advertised to be. That pitch was just made up on the move, athletic play, got rid of the football as he was being dragged down.
2nd and 9. Falcons.
Durkin changing the play again at the line of scrimmage, Carroll. Now we have a whistle, and I believe we're going to have a delay of game. First penalty of the night.
Delay of game is the call. So instead of 2nd and 9, it'll be 2nd and 14.
Scripps Ranch, sort of similar to last week's San Diego Cavers. They get a play sent in from the sideline. Quarterback would come over. Durkin this time does come over since the clock stopped for the marked off of the penalty. Now he's back out in the huddle to give the play. So not a lot of urgency, no hurry up in their offense yet.
Well, we're spoiled by the Spartans who run, no huddle. catch you off guard. Again, Durkin back to pass has some protection, and then it falls apart, and Hargrave on the sack. Joseph Hargrave drops Durkin back at the 45-yard line in Falcon territory. It'll be 3rd and 22.
Loss of 8 on that sack. Hargrave doing what he does best. That's rush the quarterback, beat his man with the swim move right around him. Once again, Durkin went all the way to the sidelines to get the play. Now he's back out on the field.
3rd and 22.
Central now in a 2-deep cover defense.
Gardnera, the single setback. Looking at a little flanker screen off on the left and picking up blocks and picking up about 14 yards was the reception by Ashton Duncan. It is 4th and 8, spotted on the Spartan 41.
And they will go for it, Carroll.
Under center is Durkin. Trying to draw them offside, and he did. A little bit of a head bob, but that still stays 4th down. It will not be a first down.
Carroll, I think it's safe to say that they watched film last week of the Cavers doing that twice to the Centrals.
It'll be 4th and 3.
And I believe that they believe that Gardnera could pick up 3 yards in his sleep. So here comes Durkin from the sideline once again with the call.
Nicholas Gardnera is 5'9", 190. He is a junior. His quarterback, Luke Durkin, 5'11", 180. He is a junior. I've got a fullback in front on the right side. Back to pass, looking, firing, and knocked down. Big play as the getting a mid up there, Zeke Osuna, the junior, spiked it. And it'll be the Spartans taking over and down. It's 1:48 to play in the first quarter. Central trails 14-0. And we're going to have to see if De Niro Osuna has some lightning.
Central right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go, Carroll, as they've done all year. They're ready to snap the football. Triple right out to the left, one to the right.
In motion goes Sullivan on the sweep. He turns it upfield, gets around the corner, and gets it out to the 45-yard line.
Best play of the evening for the Spartans, 9-yard pickup on first down.
And Durkin on the tackle.
Yes, that is the Durkin, the plays quarterback. He plays quarterback on the defensive side. He's right up on the line of scrimmage.
And handoff right up the middle, and it is Angel Napa Esparza. He picks up the first down.
Central's first down with 1:15 to go as they clock to set the chains.
First and 10 on the Spartan 47-yard line. Osuna back to pass, has time, gets away, rolls off, and then is hit and stripped. No, he has the ball and he stays on his feet. He at least gets it back to the line of scrimmage. I thought that was a strip sack, John. It looked like the ball went down, and then it looked like Osuna went down, but neither happened.
Yeah, and that's probably why he was not tackled, is because I believe that the would-be sacker was going for the football instead of bringing him down. Excellent strength and athleticism by Osuna as well.
Second and 10. Handoff right up the middle, and that is Medina. Jonathan Medina picks up maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Crucial third play for Central, obviously trailing by 2 scores. They have yet to penetrate midfield. Central could decide to let the clock run out, but it looks like they want to snap it before the first quarter ends.
3rd and 9. Osuna drops back. Osuna dumps it off, and again, the ball is knocked away. Riley American, that's the second one he's batted down. And it'll be 4th and 9. And dropping back to receive the punt, Tyler Fields.
7 seconds on the clock. Stop for the incompleted pass.
Dies punt. Fields calls for the fair catch and makes it. And it'll be spotted on the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Scripps Ranch on their own 17-yard line.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full-course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
Our score here, it is Scripps Ranch 14, Central nothing, Raleigh 7, La Jolla 7, Vincent Memorial 7, Francis Parker 7. Get you up to date there. Durkin, looking downfield, fires downfield, and incomplete. The pass intended for Dylan DeVase. And another one he short-hopped.
That will end the first quarter, Carroll.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. At the end of one quarter, it is Scripps Ranch 14, Central nothing.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or visit the office for your next party with our giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 Kxo Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And play action, firing deep downfield and overthrowing the intended receiver, Rashad Griffin. Good coverage downfield on that one. Had an overcoat with him, John.
Oh, 4 straight. That's 4 straight Durkin has misfired on. They are going opposite direction, and I do believe there is a kind of that mist flow that's flowing across the football field from the right to the left.
It is 3rd and 10. Durkin has Gardnera behind him. Now Gardnera splits out, rolling, and underneath the pass to the big guy, Norberg. And the 6'8" Norberg rumbles across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. 6'8", 220-pound tight end. Yes, he also starts on the basketball team, John.
And Carroll, unfortunately, Central just totally lost him, forgot about him. Everybody was going the same direction Gardnera was moving. And the big man just cut across the action.
1st and 10. Gardnera into the middle. Gardnera is tacked up after a gain of about 4. Spotted right on the 35, so it'll be 2nd and 6.
Central had it to 3rd and long, and a great play call by Nichols Gardnera's father fooled the Spartans completely.
Well, Gardnera just came off the field. I think he's just getting a breather. From the shotgun, Durkin. Hands off, and that was not Nicholas Gardnera. And he gained a yard, but that was about it. That was Ethan Nicholas. Unlike Gardnera, who runs with a low center of gravity, Nicholas was running straight up.
Both Medina and Novice Barca were there waiting for him. So another 3rd and long here for the Falcons. They've been proficient in converting these.
3rd and 5. H-back lines up on the left side. Back to pass on the play action. Hit. The ball's loose. The Spartans are trying to pick it up and run, and he should have just fallen on it because Scripps Ranch recovered it, but it's all the way back at the 11-yard line. Instead of trying to fall on it, now flags are flying as there were some words exchanged.
This is going to go against Central, Carroll.
Yep. Somebody, their emotions got a little bit better of them. So it would have been 4th and about 40.
So that'll put it about 4th and 25, so we should see our first punt here.
Unsportsmanlike against the Central Spartans, and that was totally uncalled for. But instead of trying to fall on the ball, they tried to scoop it up and run. And you don't do that. You're not coached to do that. You're coached to get the ball.
Right, trying to make a play here, help out the cause, down by 2 scores. So this will move
it's a dead ball foul, so it'll still be 4th down.
It'll move all the way out to the 26-yard line, so that means the ball was back on the 11.
It'll be 4th and 15. And dropping back is Juan Dominguez, the speedster. He may be the fastest on the team, John. The punt is away. Dominguez will let it bounce, and it will take a good bounce all the way down to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Central Spartans on their own 31-yard line.
Rolando Romo, your local farmer's insurance agent, is there for you through all of life's ups and downs. From auto, home, business, and life insurance to retirement planning and financial advice, your local farmer's agent, Rolando Romo, will help keep you and your family better prepared and save you money. Stop by his office, 1028 Adams Avenue in El Centro, or give him a call at 353-5353. That's 353-5353.
There was a flag on the play, John.
Yeah, Dylan caught it, and he believes that this is going to go against the Falcons, as whoever the offended Falcon was that gained 15 yards for his cause perhaps decided that he wanted to respond. The referees are standing around the football. The football is on about the 31-yard line. Central's waiting so they can get out there and hike the ball. And now they're marching off the 15-yard penalty that Dylan spotted.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Spartans on their own 45-yard line.
Best field position of the evening.
Osuna will hand off, and that will be Navas Barces across the 50, the 40, the 30, and caught from behind at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Navas Barca did what he's done all playoff long. He broke the line of scrimmage. Central right up on the football, ready to go.
It is 1st and 10. It's on the 22-yard line, and this is Medina. Medina off right tackle. Medina will pick up 10 yards all the way down to the 11. It'll be another first down. This is the Spartan offense that we're used to seeing, John.
Yeah, 2 plays, 2 first downs, Central right back up on the football. Now we have a timeout by the Falcons.
And that's what the Spartans try and do. We're ready to play. You're not. You better take a timeout. And the Falcons did. We've got 8:58 to play in the first half. It is Scripps Ranch 14, Central nothing.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The Central Spartans with a drive that was aided by the unsportsmanlike call against Scripps Ranch. 1st and 10, spotted on the Falcons' 11-yard line. Medina in the backfield, right next to Denaro Osuna. Osuna looking, steps up in the pocket, and then he is hit, stays on his feet, and gets it back to about the 16. So instead of an 8 or 9 yard sack, it's only 6. Actually 5. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Second sack on the evening by Osuna as the whole pocket just collapsed, Carroll.
Medina in the backfield. With him, Elias Dominguez. Handoff is to Angel Navas-Barza. Navas-Barza powers down to about the 12-yard line, picks up 5. It'll bring up 3rd. They say it went down at the 13, so it'll be 3rd and 11. Clock runs. Spartans actually did huddle that time. Everybody's in tight on the 3rd and 11. It is a direct snap to Nava-Esparza, and he'll carry it down to the 9. Little bit of a wildcat formation that we have not seen very often, but the direct snap to Angel Nava-Esparza.
Looks like we're getting a field goal attempt, Carroll, but I believe Central stole a play out of the Tabors playbook because we saw that last week. Remember the freshman that took a couple direct snaps?
I'm still wondering how a freshman can be that good.
26-yard attempt for Belen Torres.
Medina will spot the ball. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:11 to play in the first half. Scripps Ranch 14, Central 3.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortex Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
Flautas y Sopes. Delicious authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y Sopes. The real deal.
Nichols Gardnero stands back at his 5-yard line, awaiting a high kick. He'll field it at the 6, out across the 10, the 20, the 25, out to the 30-yard line. Nicholas Gardnero can do most everything. Alex Stoffel on the tackle.
Yeah, with that marine flow, Berlin Torres decided instead of trying to put the ball in the end zone, as his counterpart did, he kicked it high, and that gave the Spartans plenty of time to come down and actually had excellent coverage. Gardner was only able to bring it out to the 29.
Only. First and 10. Falcons on their own 29-yard line. Empty backfield. And I believe that was Gardner with the direct snap.
Yes, it was the Wildcat.
Yep.
And Angel Navas-Barca took the Wildcat snap for the Spartans, so he kind of figured what was going to happen.
Ethan Nichols took the Wildcat snap.
He got tackled about 3 lines behind the line of scrimmage by Angel Navas-Barca.
Durkin and Gardner both come in now. And Nicholas comes out. It'll be 2nd and 12. Put that play back deep in the playbook. From the shotgun, Durkin hands off. Gardner, nothing to the inside. He is swarmed and dropped. Jonathan Medina, Angel Navas-Barca dropped Gardner for about a 3-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd and 15.
That is the 3rd straight rush attempt by the Falcons that's gone for negative yards. And they've had 3 of the last 5. So Central certainly is tightened up.
3rd and 15. They send trips out on the right side. The big guy, Norberg, on the left side. Can't miss him. He's 6'8". Gardner, the single setback. Back to pass, looking, chase out of the pocket, steps up, turns the corner, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up 4th and either 10 or 11. It's at 4th and 11. So he picked up 4 on the scramble, but that still goes down as a sack.
So now we will see the 2nd straight punt by the Falcons. We'll see if Central takes a page out of the Falcons' return book and try to catch it, not let it bounce, as the previous kick bounced about 18 yards after it hit the ground.
And back to receive, Juan Dominguez. Kick is away, and Dominguez will catch it at the 40 and across the 50 to the 45-yard line in Falcon territory.
Dominguez showed a whole lot of intestinal fortitude. A Scripps Ranch player came charging down the field, and he actually let up because he felt that Dominguez was going to have to take a fair catch. So Dominguez just sidestepped him, caught the football, and then took it upfield, picked up about 20 yards on that return into the Falcons' territory. 2nd straight drive, Carroll. They've made it across midfield.
Medina, the single setback. Marcus Moore goes in motion. Looking downfield is Osuna. He dumps it off, and Marcus Moore has it. And then, no, it isn't Moore. It is Fernando Morales. And he is pushed out of bounds immediately by Joey Murgo. But it is good for a first down. They will spot it on the 34-yard line.
First completed pass, Carroll here with 5 minutes to go in the first half. For Osuna, 1 for 4 now.
Again, Medina, the single setback, trips on the right side. That's the wide side. It is fake it to Medina, dump it off on the right side. Sullivan loses the football. And
looks like the Falcons got it, Carroll.
The Falcons end up with it. And on the recovery for the Falcons was Jack Hoover.
Eight-yard pitch and catch that Sullivan then was hit, coughed the football up. One thing Central did not do during the regular season was turn the ball over. We saw one last week. Appears the first one tonight.
1st and 10. Are you allowed to have 12 men in the huddle? Gardner, there's a big hole. Gardner steps it to the outside and then is brought down. Coming up from behind and making a nice tackle, Eric Moreno. Moreno had to come up from behind because he missed him at the line of scrimmage.
And that will move the football out to the 41-yard line. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Scripps Ranch does have 2 timeouts left.
1st and 10, spotted on the 41 in Falcon territory. Griffin in motion. Griffin on the fly, takes the football. Griffin hits, spins, and is swarmed on by 9 Spartans. But Griffin on the jet sweep will pick up 8. Down to the 47-yard line is where they'll spot it. So it's a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Carroll, I believe that they're going to take a look at that push in the pile forward like a scrum that they're allowing this year. Sure seems that they should blow a whistle when there's forward progress stopped.
2nd and 4. Snap back, handoff, and pushing his way forward and picking up the first down, Troy Williams.
Somebody other than Gardner carrying the football. The clock is in motion after the chains are set.
We've got 3:20 to play in the first half. It is Scripps Ranch 14, Central 3. The Falcons are driving. Griffin goes in motion, and they hand it off on the sweep again to Griffin, and Griffin is brought down after picking up about 8. And on the tackle for the Spartans was Carlos Hernandez.
They certainly like to give Griffin the football, and you can tell why. He is their fastest player, trying to attack the flanks as we had wholesale substitution. 4 new players came in for the Falcons after that play.
Double wide on the right side. Put the man in motion, flood the right side, dump it off on the right side. It is complete and pushed out of bounds. Mecky Shaw. And picks up another first down. Medina on the tackle.
8-yard pitch and catch. We'll have all the stats at halftime as the Scripps Ranch is now being told that they need to move back off of the
Gardner has to come off. Gardner, I believe, some blood on his arm, which means he's got to come out.
Now we have a second official's timeout. And looks like Scripps Ranch is going to take an official timeout their second of the half.
They take the timeout. We'll take one. 2:12 to play in the first half. Scripps Ranch 14. And the Central Spartans 3.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs.
And we're ready to play. Rolling to his left, firing deep downfield all the way into the end zone. Nobody in coverage as the pass completed to Mecky Shaw. Shaw was 15 yards away from anybody.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happened for the broken coverage, but the official denied the timeout. The coach came out on the field, and the official told him, no, get off the field, no timeout, let's play. So they threw a nice 33-yard touchdown pass.
We'll have the point after attempt. Snap is back, low snap, but it's picked up and spotted, and it is good. 1:44 to play in the first half. It is Scripps Ranch 21, Central 3.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
The Central Spartans actually got some offense going on the last two drives, but they haven't been able to get the points. The Spartans trying to, the old adage, you've got to have a running game to make the passing game work. You've got to have a passing game and the running game will work. And they're trying to figure out which one's going to go.
Still a total spree game. The Scripps Ranch have given up 13 points only once this year.
Ball bounces down to the 5, picked up there, out across the 20, and staying on his feet, Fernando Morales out to the 29-yard line. Morales with a nice return. And he'll spot it on the 28, 1st and 10, Central. They trail 21-3.
They do have all three timeouts and a minute 35 on the clock.
Osuna has Medina next to him, rolling to his left, fires deep downfield, and is caught at the 40. And
that's a super sophomore, Carroll.
Marcus Moore, the sophomore, in double coverage, came down with the football.
They're going to mark it right on the 35-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10, Central.
38-yard pickup.
Osuna rolling to his right, looking downfield, and pumps, brings it back down, and then dumps it off, and it'll go incomplete. And
Osuna showing that escapability like we haven't seen all year, just refusing to go down. Then finally was hit as he did release the football, and it was...
And they called it an incomplete pass that could have been intentional grounding. It wasn't. The only receiver nearby was an offensive lineman. It'll be 2nd and 10.
From the 35, triples to the right.
Medina, right next to Osuna. Looking, pumps, keeps it, tucks it under, and should have gotten rid of it. He'll pick up a yard. That's it. And he is dropped after the 1-yard gain. There is timeout on the field, and we'll take the timeout. 59 seconds to go in the first half. 21-3. Scripps Ranch with the lead.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the original Town Pump in West. Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Okay, on the play, it's picked as Osuna fired right into the hands of a defender, and Joe Fredericks returned it. There is a flag way behind the play.
Central may be bailed out by a roughing the passer, Carroll. We'll see. Well, no, it looks like it's going to be post interception. There was a block in the back right near midfield, so the interception will stand, but the ball's going to be moved well back near the 30-yard line. We'll see where they finally spot it. Second turnover here of the half.
And that is the third pass Osuna has thrown right at a defender. And it's the only one that was intercepted, but the other two were right into the hands of defenders.
And so now the referee is going to spot the ball. Looks like it's going to...
From the 47 is where the flag occurred. And they'll take it back to the 37.
Let's see if Scripps Ranch tries to score here, Carroll. They do have one timeout left. There's only 47 seconds. Giving the ball to Gardnera is not a bad idea.
Gardnera is the single setback. Now he goes in motion. They've got 4 wide on the right side of the field. And looking to that side and running right by Durkin and missing the tackle. And Durkin gets it away. It is completed downfield to Dylan DeBase. And again, DeBase just ran past the coverage.
Right, everybody was tucked into where Gardner was thinking they're going to go ahead and throw the ball to Gardnera, a little flanker screen with 3 blockers in front, as now we have the third and final timeout by Scripps Ranch.
We'll take the timeout, 39 seconds to play first half. 21-3, Scripps Ranch leads.
Flautas y sopes, delicious authentic Mexican food, just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite, with 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico, 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro, and 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico, and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes, the real deal.
It is first and 10, Scripps Ranch. It has been pretty much all Scripps Ranch in the first half. They lead 21-3, and they are threatening the first and 10 on the Spartan 28-yard line. Flooding the right side, looking down the right side, getting away from the defense is Durkin, and he will take it down to the 16-yard line where he runs out of bounds. 30 seconds to play. First and 10, Scripps Ranch.
Scripps Ranch, Carroll, is obviously within field goal range. As Durkin showing, he can also run with the football that time, 12-yard pickup.
First and 10. Snap back. Looking, firing into the end zone for the 6'8" guy. And the 6'8" guy goes up high and brings down the rebound for a touchdown. And why is the clock still running? Are we at San Diego High School?
Well, that's fine. They finally stopped it with 12 seconds, but excellent pass. And now the officials have noticed that, so they're going to put some more time back.
The pass to Grant Norberg, 6'8", 220 tight end. And Norberg just went up and brought down the rebound.
We'll have the stats, Carroll, at halftime. And Luke Durkin has proved to be everything that he was told to us to be. He's a tremendous quarterback, having a great night.
And we'll have the point after attempt. Snap back, kick up, kick good. So, we've got 19 seconds to play in the first half. 28-3, Scripps Ranch leads.
CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Central and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Our score here, it is 28-3. Scripps Ranch leads Central. Francis Parker leads Vincent 14-7. At the half, Brawley and La Jolla are tied at 7. Kick is deep, and kick will go into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Carroll, we're going to have a kick again because they had a player about 6 yards offside. I'm not sure what he was doing, but maybe he just got a little excited, hasn't had much playing time this year. But the ball's put on the 40, and by the time they kicked it, he's already crossed the 45.
So we'll do that all over again, and there might be a chance for a return. Deep to receive.
Well, now they marked it off 10 yards, but I think they'll figure that out, put it back to the 35-yard line.
Eric Moreno is back there, along with Fernando Morales.
Yeah, now they've responded to 35, Carroll. I thought the ref felt he was so far offside, let's give him double jeopardy.
Yes.
Goes back in.
And make sure he doesn't do it again.
And very appropriately, the clock did not start.
And another deep kick, and catching it at the 5, getting a block upfield, and across the 20 to the 30, and on his feet out to about the 34-yard line, Eric Moreno. So 14 seconds to play in the first half.
Now, Central will get the second half kick, Carroll, so we'll see if they just decide to down the ball here and take it into the locker room to talk about what they perhaps can do. They come out, though, at the spread formation, 3 wideouts to the left, 1 wideout to the right.
Osuna has Medina right next to him. And we'll hand off to...
Yeah, that was a little flanker screen.
Yep.
Haven't seen who's on the...
And that's it. That's the end of the first half. The first half, well, pretty much all Scripps Ranch. John will have some numbers for us as we get into the halftime. It's high school football. We're live on KXO, El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. And we want to thank Kurt Hoffman with technical assistance. Gabe Lemus is our producer-engineer in the studios. Dylan Nichols providing us with important information like this is Grosvenor Stadium and Parish Field. So we got the stadium and the field. We got everybody in there. And the score, again, at half, Scripps Ranch 28, Central 3.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability, life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, an American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
McPhee Smart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or to the office for your next party with a giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McPhee Smart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
We are at the half. The Central Spartans trail 28-3, and the Spartans still trying to figure out what it is, what they need to do to get things going. Francis Parker leads Vincent 20-7 in the second quarter. At the half, it's Brawley 7, La Jolla 7, and as we said here, 28-3. And these are the games that matter. And these are the semifinal games. The Division 5 playoff game would be next Friday at Otay Ranch High School. The Division 3 championship game would be next Saturday, and that game would be at Southwestern High School. So a lot at stake. What's going on tonight? The Central Spartans, like we said, trying to figure out what's going to work. But, as we have said a number of times, the Scripps Ranch Falcons have only given up 13 points in 11 previous games. We've got halftime stats coming up. Stick around.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full-course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? The automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you do it. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
It's high school football. We're live on KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com. John, what kind of numbers do we have?
Well, they show exactly, Carroll, what the scoreboard shows here at Scripps Ranch, where they have been very good hosts to us, but very inhospitable hosts to the Central Spartans football team. The scoreboard shows the most important stat, Scripps Ranch with a 28-3 lead. They have dominated the scoreboard. They've dominated the stat sheets. The Falcons have rushed the ball 19 times for only 76 yards, but that's because they had that one fumble that was knocked backwards, ended up a negative 25 yards. So if you take that rush away from them, then they'd be over 100 yards as well rushing. 76 yards. And the quarterback, you said he's only a junior, so that means he's got another year of picking apart high school secondaries. Luke Durkin, 13 passes completed, only 16 attempts, 221 yards, giving Scripps Ranch a very impressive 297 total yards. Also, Carroll, a huge advantage in first downs, 16 first downs in the half. Sometimes that's the stat for a game, but Scripps Ranch was able to get 16 first downs, and just as impressive as all of that, no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. We'll be back with more after this.
Rolando Romo, your local farmer's insurance agent, is there for you through all of life's ups and downs. From auto, home, business, and life insurance to retirement planning and financial advice, your local farmer's agent, Rolando Romo, will help keep you and your family better prepared and save you money. Stop by his office, 1028 Adams Avenue in El Centro, or give him a call at 353-5353. That's 353-5353.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Welcome back to Scripps Ranch High School here in the North County, right by Miramar Naval Air Station, where at the half, the Central Spartans are trailing the number 1 seeded Scripps Ranch Falcons 28-3. We mentioned that Scripps Ranch has 297 total yards, 221 of that coming by way of the pass, also 16 first downs with no turnovers. Central, meanwhile, carried the ball 16 times from scrimmage for 62 yards. Not bad. 4 for 9 was Osuna in the first half for 63 yards, so that's very good balance, giving Central 125 first half yards. Unfortunately, Central does have 2 turnovers, both a fumble and an interception, that hindered them in only acquiring 5 first downs compared to Scripps Ranch 16 in the first half. We'll be back to take a look at Central's individual stats after this.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Raleigh, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Raleigh and the original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
We are at the half here in North County, San Diego, where the Scripps Ranch Falcons, the number 1 seeded Scripps Ranch Falcons, lead the Central Spartans 28-3. It has been all Scripps Ranch on the scoreboard, and as the stat sheet, they've been able to run up 297 total yards to Central's 125 total yards. Here's how Central was able to get their 62 yards on the ground. Denaro Suna had 4 carries. 1 for 1 yard, 1 for no gain, and 2 sacks, ended up with 4 carries, negative 8 yards. Michael Sullivan had 1 carry on an end around for 9 yards and a big first down. Jonathan Medina, 2 carries, 12 yards, and one of those carries was a 9-yard gain that did pick up another first down. And as always in the playoffs, the workhorse for the Central Spartans in the ground game has been Angel Navas Barca, 7 carries, 49 yards. The 4 pass completions are spread out among 3 different pass receivers. Fernando Morales on the board with 1 catch for 11 yards. Michael Sullivan, 2 catches for 14 yards. And that super sophomore, Marcus Moore, 1 catch for 38 yards. And as you called it, Carroll, that was in double coverage. He just went up and took the ball away from the 2 defensive players for the Scripps Ranch Falcons. I think it surprised them as much as anything. And he was brought down 38 yards past the line of scrimmage for a huge gain that set up Central for the only score they've been able to put up on the scoreboard tonight in the first half, and that was a 26-yard field goal by Jose Berlin Torres. We'll be back with more after this.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food, from enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro, open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Flooring, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortex Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Temp-star, quality you can feel.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Central and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
We are at the half. The Central Spartans trail 28-3, and very easily we see why Scripps Ranch is the number one seed, and we can see how they only gave up 13 points in their 11 games. The Spartans are going to have to make some adjustments, John.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what David Pena gets paid the big bucks for. I'm sure they're in there right now deciding how they can better attack the Scripps Ranch team. Carroll, I do need to share, Dylan came through again. He pointed out a very perhaps prophetic score. He said the last time the Falcons, meaning the Atlanta Falcons NFL, were leading, it was 28-3 over the Patriots in the Super Bowl that the Patriots ended up winning. I'm not sure if that's going to translate here, but Dylan, he's always in there. He's always looking for that extra little tidbit, and he always seems to come away with it.
You know, and Dylan was my co-pilot coming over today, and unlike you, John, he didn't get me lost.
Right. If it wasn't for you, I would not have gotten here. I called you 3 times, didn't I, to make sure I was on the right track?
Okay, so who won the IVC basketball game?
Pretty predictable. They played the number 7 team in the state, San Bernardino Valley College, which is
my alma mater,
which is one of the basketball powerhouses, always in the top 10 throughout the last 20 years, coached by a former NBA player. I set that up to say that IVC went down in defeat to their first home game by about 40 points.
My AA degree is from San Bernardino Valley College. Back then, we were the Indians.
Not anymore.
Nope. And then I transferred to San Diego State. I consider myself an Aztec. But back then, I had the chance to interview Lou Alcindor. The UCLA freshman team played San Bernardino Valley College in Colton, where San Bernardino Valley College is located, and I did the play-by-play for the college radio station. And he was sitting down. I had to reach. Standing, I had to reach to get the microphone to him. Anyway.
Well, Carroll, everybody that's under 50 were saying, scratching their head saying, who? Because Lou Alcindor is better known as the name change Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but that's back when freshmen were not allowed to participate in varsity sports at the university college level. And I'll just share this. Abe Lemons, the coach at Oklahoma University, said that he agreed with the rule, which he did. He said it tongue-in-cheek. He said that when he was on his belly on the beaches of Iwo Jima with a 38 caliber machine gun sailing about 3 inches above his head, he was thinking to himself, I sure am glad I don't have to put up with the pressure of playing college sports as a freshman.
You got it. We've got a second half kickoff coming up. Before we go there, let's remind you, I'm a bit surprised on this one, but Francis Parker leads Vincent 20-7, and that is at the half. No surprise here. Brawley and La Jolla tied at 7. The winner of that game will meet the winner of this game next Saturday at Southwestern Community College for the Division III championship. And again, our score here, it is Scripps Ranch 28, the Central Spartans
Flautas y sopes. Delicious authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes. The real deal.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
Well, the Central Spartans will receive the kickoff to start the second half, which means we should get a pretty good idea of what kind of adjustments they're going to make on the offensive side, but they certainly have to make adjustments on the defensive side as well.
It doesn't really appear at this point that there's much they can do to slow down Luke Durkin. They bring pressure, and he just flips it right over for those little bubble screens. If they drop back in coverage, then he puts that big 6'8" tight end out there on a defensive player that's 5'8". So Central, it's been a rough first half. One thing for sure is they will continue to play hard as they have all year, and I expect them to acquit themselves quite well. Scripps Ranch is everything that we were told they were, Carroll, and they have everything going right now. All the wheels are spinning, running on all cylinders.
Deep to receive the kickoff that will start the second half. And back there is Fernando Morales, and it'll be fielded at the 2-yard line, and that is Marcus Moore. First time we've seen him deep on a kickoff, John.
Well, there's one of the adjustments right there. They put Marcus Moore, the sophomore, back, caught the ball sure-handedly at the 2, brought it out to the 22-yard line.
First and 10, Central on their own 22-yard line.
And that marine layer does appear to be pushing in from right to left, as previously their kicker had put the ball in the end zone.
It is De Niro Osuna. Dumps it off quick, and it is in and out of the hands of Marcus Moore. That quick little flanker screen. He had downfield, he had Juan Dominguez and Fernando Morales to block for him.
That's exactly what that play is. You've got 3 offensive players against 3 defensive players, and you want Moore to go ahead and make somebody miss.
Moore now goes in motion. The handoff right up the middle, Jonathan Medina, then he cuts it to the outside. Medina will pick up maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and about 8. The Spartans so far. I know it's only 2 plays, but look very much like they did in the first half, John.
And let's give Scripps Ranch credit. They have a #1 ranked defense as well as the #1 ranked offense.
And across the front, they're big. They're big at the linebackers as well. And they're quick. And they're good. They're very good.
That's why they're rated #1.
Medina is standing next to Osuna. Marcus Moore goes in motion. Osuna looks, fires outfield, got the man wide open. And that would be Fernando Morales, and he will go all the way. No, it is Marcus Moore. Marcus Moore beat the coverage by 20 yards. And
Carroll, there's your adjustment right there. They put Marcus Moore in motion the play before. This time they had him in tight as if he's going to block, and he just sprinted upfield. All of the defense caved in thinking it was another run. So Marcus Moore puts the Spartans on the board with a touchdown. And now at the PAT, they could pull within 18.
Sebastian Coronel does the point after kicking. Jose Berlin Torres does the field goal and the punting. So Coronel, kick is up and the kick is good. 10:46 to play in the third quarter. It's 28-10, Scripps Ranch with the lead.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
Well, John, I'll take it back. They did make those adjustments, and 76 yards, actually 78 yards, 76 on the scoring strike from Osuna to Moore, the point after good. Now, let's make the defense adjustments. Gardinera deep to receive, but this will be kicked bouncing down the middle. Gardinera takes it at the 5. Has some blockers across the 15 to the 20 and is smothered right there at the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons on their own 25-yard line.
Now Carroll will be able to see what adjustments the Scripps Ranch offense has made under the leadership of Nicholas Gardinera's father.
Durkin, the quarterback. Gardinera, the setback.
New formation.
Long count. Here come the Spartans, dumping it off in the flat. It is complete. And not going anywhere is Nick Shaw.
And we have a fumble.
And he loses the ball, and the Spartans get it. And the recovery, Joey Denton.
So automatically Central was not going to get sucked in by that little flanker screen. Joey Denton, as he's done all year, comes up huge with the first turnover of the evening. And the pass was completed. Central right up on the line of scrimmage.
They are ready. And the handoff, it is Angel Nava Esparza inside the 10. Spotted right on the 10, so it's a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. I would look for a whole lot of number 43 right here, John. They're ready, and Scripps Ranch isn't. And Nava Esparza will pick up 2 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. And the Spartans, no huddle. And now they do huddle up.
Well, big down here after that turnover. You want to try to get another score up real quick. Put some pressure on Scripps Ranch.
3rd and about 3. Nava Esparza squirms, pushes, and picks up 2. Spotted on the 6-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about a yard. And, okay, I'm not coaching. I'm not getting paid. Nobody's going to pick on me, but I go for it, John.
And that looks like what the Spartans have decided to do. They don't need to get the ball in the end zone. It's 4th and 1 from the 6. Central right up on the left, and it's Wildcat, Carroll.
And it is Nava Esparza hitting the backfield and bounces like a pinball. And now flags come in after the play.
Yeah, it looked like Nava Esparza bounced off the hit, was able to get the first down.
They will spot it shy of the 5. Let's see who the flag is on. That's going to determine the whole situation right here.
Yeah, Central is coming off the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Central. So
Nava Esparza took a huge hit, bounced right off of it, and looked like he was tackled on the 5-yard line. So perhaps when they spotted the ball back, Nava Esparza let his...
I don't think it was him. That came well after. But
this is interesting, Carroll, because the ball is on the 4-yard line. So if it's turned over on the 4-yard line, then how could that not be a first down for the Spartans? That I have no idea. He gained 3 yards, needed 1, and yet it's going to be the Falcons' ball. So we'll just call it their ball.
They decline. High snap, brings it down, hands it off, and stacked at the 5 is Gardnera. I'm still trying to figure that out. They didn't mark off a penalty. If it was unsportsmanlike, I'm assuming it was a dead ball foul. It'll be a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
But the thing is, Carroll, if the ball is back on the 4-yard line and you
only needed to get
to the 5, how is it not a first down? That's just interesting. So let's go. It's 2nd down and 12 now after that big play.
Full house in the backfield. Gardnera, the deep back. And back from his own end zone, firing deep downfield. Stumbling is the Spartan defender, and the pass is completed at the 40, across the 50, down to the 40-yard line again. Rashad Griffin. The Spartan defender stumbled, but then had the speed to catch Griffin.
That's how you get out of trouble, Carroll. You let Durkin throw the ball about 50 yards downfield.
So Durkin, from his own end zone,
took a big hit, too. He was hit by Joey Denton.
From the shotgun, Durkin hands off Gardnera. Gardnera is caught from behind by Joey Denton. I know it says Joseph, but I can call him Joey.
Joseph is the coach. That's Joey's father, so
yeah,
that's how we distinguish him.
He played under the name Joey. It'll be 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8, spotted on the 35-yard line of the Spartans. Gardnera, the single setback. Durkin hands off on a little bit of a delay to Gardnera. He cuts it to the outside, turns it upfield, across the 20, the 10, touchdown, but it's coming back.
Yeah, the reason that he was able to break outside was because there was a big hole by that tight end of the Falcons. The flag is down at the 30, so this is actually going to be about a 4-yard loss because it is a spot foul, but it will bring up 2nd down again. And that's the first big penalty against these Falcons. They've had a few minor penalties, but that's the first big one.
Couldn't miss it.
Well, it kind of helps if you see the guy running and there's absolutely nobody out there, and you see players kind of laying on top of other would-be tacklers. So they did put the ball back all the way to the 41-yard line, so it is a loss of 5, but it will remain 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 14. Durkin looks over the defense. Shaw goes in motion. Durkin dumps it off, and it is complete to Shaw. And Shaw will pick up about 6 yards. Spotted on the 35. Okay, 36. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Durkin is 3 for 3 here in the half, but his first pass was the one that was behind the line of scrimmage and resulted in the fumble. Was recovered by the aforementioned Joey Ditton.
Joseph. You call him Joseph, I call him Joey. 3rd and 9. From the Spartan 36-yard line. Scripps Ranch. Fake it to Gardnera, dump it off. It is complete. And that is complete to Norberg.
Very close to the first down. It looks like he's got it.
And he does. Spotted on the 22. Norberg, 6'8", 220. Shouldn't he be playing basketball now, John?
Yes, basketball started. Matter of fact, Central had their first games under Coach Juan Valenzuela, and all 3 levels swept Coachella Valley yesterday.
Gardnera deep in the backfield. 1st and 10, Scripps Ranch. Gardnera with the deep handoff. Gardnera hit, spins. He'll get maybe a yard. And getting up from the bottom of the pile is the, well, we've called his name quite a bit tonight, Joseph Hargrave.
He's had a great year this year.
2nd and 9.
In tight formation.
Durkin hands off and hit in the backfield, but breaking the tackle, cutting it to the outside and into the end zone, Gardnera. Nicholas Gardnera.
So
from 21 yards out.
The holding penalty negated his previous John into the end zone. This one will stand. As after Central scores a touchdown and then gets a big turnover, Scripps Ranch has retaken the momentum here. Excellent drive by the Falcons.
The point after attempt. Snap, kick, up, good. On the ensuing kickoff, it is Gardnera across the 20 to the 25, out to the 30-yard line as he keeps pushing forward. The touchdown, 72-yard drive, a 56-yard touchdown from Osuna to Marcus Moore. The point after by Cornell was good, and our score is 35-17.
And Carroll, we certainly answered our halftime question. The adjustments that the Central offensive staff has made have been quite dynamic. 2 big pass catches by the super sophomore Marcus Moore.
1st and 10. And the handoff, it is deep in the backfield to Gardnera, and he is dropped after about a 3-yard gain, and Angel Ortiz, a sophomore, on the tackle.
There was a lot of people, Carroll, before this week's action that were thinking that the winner of this game should have been playing next week in the finals, that whoever won this game would probably win the finals. Obviously, that's to be seen, but we've seen some fireworks here, especially in the second half. Central refusing to roll over. They're playing the hearts out down there on the field.
Second and about 7. And the handoff again deep. Gardenera will pick up about 5. And on the tackle, Brian Martin.
Some of the adjustments we've seen, Carroll, here on the defensive line is they are able to hold up this charging offensive line that Scripps Ranch was employing in the first half and not getting the push that they had in the first half against this Spartan defense.
3rd and 3. Back to pass, looking, firing, and did he catch it? He caught it.
And it will be a first down.
It's a first down. The catch by Dylan Gabase. And spotted on the 46 or 44-yard line, still in Scripps Ranch territory.
8-yard pickup, but he only needed 4. 5 for 5 here in this third quarter is Luke Durkin.
1st and 10. Spartans coming after, and they hit Gardner in the backfield and drop him for a 3-yard loss. And Angel Nava Esparza in there, and he had a little bit of help from Andrew Lugo.
What we're seeing here, too, Carroll, is going to be a template for the team that plays in the finals next week if Scripps Ranch does advance on how to contain this running game. Central has done an excellent job, especially this half.
It is 35-17. The Scripps Ranch Falcons with the lead. Dumping it off in the flat, and
let's see if that's
that was a forward. From my vantage point, it was right down my line. It was a forward pass.
And that's what the call is. So, first incompleted pass.
No, he's saying it was a...
Well, now he's changed it. You're right, Carroll. He has called it a backwards pass, which will go as a fumble.
And it went out of bounds at the 35. So now it is 3rd and 19.
That was... they have to get it all the way across midfield to the 46, and the ball sitting on the 35-yard line.
3rd and 19. Looking, chased out of the pocket, and then just flipping it. And it is caught, but it'll lose even more yardage. The pass was caught by Dylan Gabase, but he'll lose another couple of yards. It'll bring up 4th down and 21.
Central was all over that play. Durkin going down, much like he did in the first half, flipped the ball backhanded. Very fortunate it wasn't picked off, as the unfortunate receiver, as soon as he grabbed it, was planted in the ground 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And we have a whistle here, and we have timeout Central.
Central takes a timeout with 37 seconds to play in the third quarter. Our score, it is Scripps Ranch 35, Central 17.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you, from appetizers to full-course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789. Or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
High snap, and the kick is away. Juan Dominguez will let it roll, and it will roll all the way down to the 20-yard line. It'll be Spartans football, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or be the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
First and 10 Spartans on their own 20-yard line. They trail 35-17. De Niro Osuna gets it away. He's hit as he fires, and it is intercepted. And it is Durkin. I'm sorry, not Durkin on the interception. It is Dylan Gavase on the interception.
We're going to have a penalty against the Falcons post-possession as one of the Central Spartans was blocked in the back as the Falcons were trying to set up a return. That was just an unfortunate turnover for the Spartans in that the player, Morales, was open, but the pressure on the quarterback caused the ball to flutter. So far, they have not marched off the penalty, but I assume that it's going to be coming. Carroll, on the previous punt, that's what we mentioned in the first half, what the Falcons coach against. All the fields here in San Diego are athletic turf fields, which means they're hard. And that punt went 40 yards. It bounced 25. It was a 15-yard punt that took off. And they put the ball all the way back, Carroll, to the 50-yard line.
They'll spot it right on the midfield stripe. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. So I'm assuming this will be the final play of the third quarter. Durkin with Gardner behind him. Durkin, play action, is hit as he gets it away, and this is going to be completed downfield, and there will be a penalty on the Spartans as well. The pass completed to Mickey McGibney, and they will call roughing the passer on Angel Navas-Barza. He hit him high, and that was what it is. It wasn't late. It was just high.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to take a look at this on the film. It's certainly not going to change the call, but it looked like he hit him with his forearms right around the shoulder pad area. But obviously discretion the better part here of protection of the young men out there on the field. So they completed the ball. Refs are trying to figure out exactly. The play started at the 50. The pass was completed, not enough for the first down, but now they're going to add 15 more.
So after the play,
it looks like they're going to
roughing the passer and add the 15 on after the completion.
So they did give him a 15-yard completion and then another 15-yard penalty.
Ball is now on the Spartan 19-yard line. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score, Scripps Ranch 35, the Central Spartans 17.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Rolando Romo, your local farmer's insurance agent, is there for you through all of life's ups and downs. From auto, home, business, and life insurance to retirement planning and financial advice, your local farmer's agent, Rolando Romo, will help keep you and your family better prepared and save you money. Stop by his office, 1028 Adams Avenue in El Centro, or give him a call at 353-5353. That's 353-5353.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
It is high school football. It is San Diego Section CIF Division III semifinal action. The number 1 seed, Scripps Ranch, with a 35-17 lead over the number 5 seed, Central Spartans. The Falcons are driving, 1st and 10, on the Spartan 19-yard line. The Spartans trying to get pressure on Durkin, have had pressure on him, but he's come through. Looks, fires into the end zone, and it is going high and bringing it down. A great throw and a great catch. As Dylan Gavage.
You called it, Carroll, great throw, but even a greater catch as the Central Spartans down there had coverage. There was two players for the Falcons in the pass pattern.
I believe it was Nakai Shaw that made the catch. I could see the two. I thought there was a one in front of it, but just two, and that would be Nakai Shaw. Point after attempt coming up. The snap back. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:52 to play in this football game. It is 42-17. The Scripps Ranch Falcons with the lead.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are two locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The Original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the Original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
The Central Spartans made some adjustments, John, but we went all year with maybe 3 turnovers, and we've got 3 in this game already.
Yeah, and that's always big in any playoff game. The team that turns over more usually loses.
And a low driving kick. Morales will have it go into the end zone. It's a touchback, and that means the Central Spartans will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes. The real deal.
Pass in the flat completed to Michael Sullivan. And Sullivan carries it down to about the 34-yard line and put a good move on the defender. Such a good move, the defender is down.
Sullivan's first catch here, Carroll, in the second half, but Osuna much better, 4 for 6 here in the second half.
John Brawley leads La Jolla 14-7. About 6 minutes to play in that game.
Not surprising, Carroll. I thought that Brawley had a much easier road to the championship game going through first Kearney, and then last week they had to play Hilltop, and then this week La Jolla. La Jolla is a team that last year Central went over to La Jolla Stadium and beat them 40-7. So I know a different year, but still they don't have that many new athletes on their football team. And Brawley's showing that, the Valley plays good football, and looks like Brawley could be in the championship game next week.
Spotted on the 35. It is 1st and 10. Spartans play action. Firing deep downfield. Oh, who didn't see the holding? He had his hand firmly wrapped around the jersey. There's 7 officials, and they didn't see it.
Well, that's all right. We'll move back now. And,
Is that not pass interference or holding?
Not now. So here we go. Central right up on the line of scrimmage. They're ready to run their
2nd and 10. Dump it off. Sullivan drops it.
Oh, they had to play, too. They had 3 players out blocking, and he was going to run, Carroll. But what happens with these kids is that he turned his head upfield before he secured the football, so that was just unfortunate.
I'm still flabbergasted. I mean, he had his jersey, it was pulled way out, holding him up, and nobody saw it. Osuna looking, fires downfield, and incomplete.
Yes,
intended for the Fernando Morales.
Morales turned defensive players. He was able to strip the football as that ball was going to be intercepted as Osuna was hit right as he threw the football. Well, Carroll, 2 years ago when Southwest was playing
for the state championship,
Santa Fe Christian right here in San Diego for the championship, we saw same play, and so it happens.
It'll be 4th and 10.
You remember John Seaman came by at halftime and was talking about that particular play 2 years ago.
Erlin Torres stands back, gets the snap, gets the kick away, and it'll bounce at about the 40 and be down at the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Falcons on their own 36-yard line.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
The Falcons put the ball in play, 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. They lead 42-17. And the handoff, Gardenera, big hole, and then he is flipped, literally. And that was not Gardenera. That was, we're not sure who that was, but he did a complete flip.
Yes, what we're going to see.
Troy Williams on the carry.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of new faces for Scripps Ranch. The game, 10 minutes to go. They don't want to get anybody hurt.
Fourth
forward to next week.
A 4-yard gain, and play is blown dead before it happens.
Looks like we had motion by the offense, and that's what they called.
Durkin is still in at quarterback. That last run was by Troy Williams. Williams, the senior, 5'11", 200 pounds.
I'm going to expect, Carroll, that any pass patterns now are going to be very quick drops and quick releases by Dirk, and don't want to take a chance on getting him hurt either.
He has been under pressure a good part of the night and performed well under pressure.
25-point lead here for the Falcons.
On a little delay in the backfield, and it is Williams again. Troy Williams picks up out to the 41-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
They picked up 6 of the 5 yards they lost on the motion penalty. Yeah, I believe that Gardenera, offensively, his night is finished. We'll see if he comes back out on the field on the defensive side.
3rd and 5. Williams again. And
that'll bring up 4th down as he maybe pushed the line for a yard gain. They're going to give him a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th and 4.
And they come out like they're going to go for it on 4th and 4.
Let's see if they try to pull him offside, Carroll.
Durkin under center. Now he will drop back in the shotgun. Trying to draw the Spartans off, and they won't jump this time. And
now we finally get timeout.
Timeout, 9:14 to play in the football game, 42-17, Scripps Ranch with the lead.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Okay, now the Falcons come out as if they will punt.
Long count, Carroll. Again, why not try to draw Central offside? They already did it once.
Snap back. Kick is away. Marcus Moore will field it, muff it, and the Falcons have it. Marcus Moore tried to do an over-the-shoulder catch, muffed the ball, and the Falcons will take over 1st and 10 on the Spartan 12-yard line.
At that time, Carroll, Marcus Moore showed his sophomore age and maturity as he tried to make something happen when it wasn't there. And then as soon as the ball was on the ground, he didn't react quite as quickly as he probably will next year or the year after. So very unfortunate because the young man's had a great evening here with 2 long touchdown receptions.
Gardnera in the backfield. From the 13 is where they finally spot it. Gardnera with the football. Gardnera, big hole right up the middle. Gardnera down into the end zone. No, yes, he is. Touchdown. Gardnera from 13 yards out goes in.
So as Angel Navas is the running back for the Spartans to put the ball in the end zone, Gardnera is the same here for Scripps Ranch. As after the 4th turnover by the Spartans is quickly converted for 6 points with 7 coming right now.
And this is rather routine. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Scripps Ranch Falcons pull out 49-17 with the lead.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortex Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
The Scripps Ranch Falcons are going to do something they have done quite a bit of tonight, John. They're going to kick off. A high driving kick. This will go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Spartans will put it in play. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 20.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete TempStar cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. TempStar, quality you can feel.
1st and 10, Spartans on their own 20-yard line. Osuna fires. It is complete to Dominguez. And Dominguez will pick up 9 yards.
Dominguez's first reception of the night.
2nd and 1. 8:30 to play in this game. The Spartans trail 49-17. Trips on the right side. Dump it off. It is complete to Morales. Morales will pick up about 5. Out to the 34-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Moves the sticks.
That's Morales' second catch here in the second half, Carroll. As always, we'll have all of the stats at the conclusion of this game.
And we'll even update scores for you. 1st and 10. Central rolling to his right is Osuna. Plenty of time. Now that time is gone, and he dumps it off and intended for Michael Sullivan. It goes incomplete. So Osuna scrambling. Francis Parker leads Vincent Memorial 27-13. Raleigh 14, La Jolla 7 with about 6 minutes to play.
Vincent's score, Carroll, we get back home, we'll find out. I wouldn't be surprised if Vincent didn't sustain an injury because they're just really a good football team, but when the quarterback goes down, it's tough to replace him at that level.
2nd and 10. It is Medina with the football. Medina will pick up about 6 yards. Jonathan Medina. And Medina, the senior. Osuna, the senior. Nava Esparza, a senior.
And split out here, Michael Sullivan, as the Falcons have sent in their some of their second team players on defense.
Sullivan, also a senior. Osuna looking, dumps it off. Sullivan gets a block, turns it upfield, and will get maybe a yard. No gain. Going to bring up 4th and about 3.
Central may go ahead and go for this, Carroll.
Well, with under 7 minutes to play, you're trailing 49-17. What do you got to lose?
And they are coming up on the line of scrimmage. They do have 2 timeouts left if they decide to use one.
4th and about 4. Osuna looking downfield, under pressure, dumps it off. It is complete. And Morales across the 50 down to the 45 in Falcon territory. It is a first down.
It looks like they're going to spot the ball in Falcon territory on the 45. So that's a 14-yard pitch and catch. Morales' 3rd catch here in the second half.
Medina, the single setback. Moore goes in motion. Fake it to Medina. Rolling to his left, scrambling and firing downfield, incomplete. Dominguez, the intended receiver, but it was not close.
That was a read play where Osuna was reading for the receiver to stop and come back to the football, and the receiver was sprinting downfield. So that was just a little miscommunication, which happens.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incompletion. Osuna in the pocket, dumps it off. It is complete to Medina, down to the 31-yard line. Tackled down there by Troy Williams.
That's a 14-yard pickup. Medina's first catch here in the second half.
It is 1st and 10. Osuna has Medina right next to him. Drops back. 3-man rush. Osuna will be sacked. And coming through, Carter Foss, 6'4", 225, with the sack.
First sack here in the second half suffered by Osuna.
Loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Clock continues to move. We're just about 5 minutes to go here.
Osuna dumps it off, and it is Dominguez, breaks 1 tackle, stays on his feet, down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Juan Dominguez with the catch. Dominguez also a senior. 3rd and about 3.
Dominguez' second catch here.
4.5 minutes to play in this game. And it is Angel Nava Esparza. And he'll get maybe a yard. And he is brought down. Joshua Boma on the tackle. 4th and 1. A long one, maybe 2. 4th and 2. Nava Esparza, he's got the first down.
So that time, Carroll, they did not do the Wildcat that snapped directly back to Nava Esparza.
Spotted on the 20.
4-yard pickup for Nava Esparza.
1st and 10.
Central now huddling up Carroll as the clock shows 3:52 and counting.
Empty backfield now. Gomez comes in. Hit, but gets the pass away, and it is intercepted. Intercepted at about the 3-yard line.
So that is the 3rd turnover here in the second half, 5th on the evening, as Central went 5 games without having 5 turnovers during the regular season. So when the wheels come off, Carroll, when it rains, it pours. Right now the ball's on the 3-yard line. I would expect to see Scripps Ranch just run it out here. They'll probably run a couple plays. You don't want to go in the victory formation inside your 5.
Spotted on the 3. Following the turnover. And Scripps Ranch will come out. And the handoff.
We have a new quarterback for Scripps Ranch.
We do, and that is Alex Zapia. Troy Williams on the carry, a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6.
Clock continues to move.
Hand off again, Williams, and Williams will get it out to about the 9-yard line. Medina and Nava Esparza on the tackle.
Medina, Nava Esparza, close friends throughout the year, now getting their final 2 minutes, 40 seconds here of varsity football action. And Nava Esparza now does exit the field to a standing ovation by the Central Spartans. Well deserved. Young man's had an excellent career here for the Central Spartans.
And the ball is fumbled on the snap, and Zapia will go down.
Yeah, this is very close
back
to
about
safety.
The 3-yard line.
That's going to bring up 4th down, which means they're going to have to punt it out of their end zone. As with time running out, Brawley.
Are you okay? Wait, John.
Yeah, we have it right now.
It's La Jolla 15, Brawley 14. Game over.
They scored and went for 2.
Scored and went for a 2-point conversion. Made it. And what a way for the Brawley season to end. Leading most of the night. Give up a touchdown as time expires. La Jolla, God bless the Vikings. They went for 2, made it, and they go on to play next Saturday, and they will play the Scripps Ranch Falcons.
Yeah, I think I would predict Scripps Ranch to win that game.
That one, there's a flag as a fair catch by Juan Dominguez at the 31. But there is a flag on the play.
Let's see if somebody came offside by the Spartans or if somebody moved. Both teams right now confused. And if I read the official right, he just said, look, there's minute 20 to go. Give the ball down there at the 31-yard line.
I'm still just kind of flabbergasted with that La Jolla Brawley. And I can imagine what the Brawley faithful are like. You're leading most of the evening. Time expires. The Vikings score. Go for the 2 point, and I love that, John.
Right. Go for the win. Don't try to put it into overtime. Well, Carol, let me ask you this. Do you think Central would have been successful playing the Vikings tonight?
Yeah, I really can't tell you, John. Osuna looking far downfield. It is Marcus Moore in the end zone for the score.
That's his third one, Carol.
Now, he is a sophomore.
So he has 3 catches here in the second half and 3 touchdowns.
The point after attempt coming up. And Coronel will try the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So he 1:11 to play. That would be 71 seconds in this game. It is Scripps Ranch 49, Central 24.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the Valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes. The real deal.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Well, while we were on a break, the Falcons, they're leading 49-24. They get called for an unsportsmanlike penalty, 15 yards, as you're going to try the onside kick. It's already on the 45 in Falcon territory.
Central could, and
nope,
they're going to kick it out of bounds.
And it'll go out of bounds.
So that was like a almost onside kick that went a little bit too far. Carroll, the unsportsmanlike was taunting, which they're trying to, that was focused on the officials this year, was to cut down on that. And so whether or not the young man was actually taunting the Central Spartans or just being exuberant and celebrating with his own team, can't really tell, but that's what the penalty was for. They called it for taunting.
It will be 1st and 10.
Well, they can take it on the 35, but right now they're putting the ball on the 30. So we'll have to wait and let the officials figure it out. There's 7 of them down there, so there should be enough to get together and figure out where they're going to put the ball.
You would think.
Well, now you are allowed the option of taking the football where it goes out of bounds. And that appears to be what the Falcons are going to do. They're going to take the ball out of bounds on their own 19 and go into the victory formation.
The clock is running.
So they've already had the first snap.
Yep.
I did not see, is Durkins out there, or is it the second string?
He has not been. It has been Zapia.
But since this is the victory formation, they might have him, obviously, since he's the one that practices this.
The clock will run out. This game, for all intents and purposes, is over.
And we need one more hike, I believe. The referees are telling them, yeah, now you can hike it, and that should be it.
Okay, our final score, it is Scripps Ranch 49 and the Central Spartans 24.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road. Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full-course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
Rolando Romo, your local farmer's insurance agent, is there for you through all of life's ups and downs. From auto, home, business, and life insurance to retirement planning and financial advice, your local farmer's agent, Rolando Romo, will help keep you and your family better prepared and save you money. Stop by his office, 1028 Adams Avenue in El Centro, or give him a call at 353-5353. That's 353-5353.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortex Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
So the Central Spartans finish an outstanding year. They put up 24 points on a team that had given up a total of, 13 points in 11 games. Nowhere near enough. Scripps Ranch, no wonder they're the number one seeded team. Outstanding team. And they showed it tonight, both on the offensive side and the defensive side of the football. The Scripps Ranch able to throw the ball, able to run the ball, and their smothering defense is what really showed up tonight as they just powered their way to the 49-24 win. Our hats are off to Scripps Ranch, the number one seed. They will meet the number 2 seed, La Jolla, next Saturday at Southwest Community College in Chula Vista. So the number 1 and number 2 seed get where they needed to be, and all the discussion about who should have been seated where or what has no bearing anymore, because number 1 and number 2 obviously were quite right. And in case you missed what we told you, the Brawley Wildcats leading almost all night long. La Jolla, the Vikings, scored with no time on the clock, go for the 2 points, get it, and win 15-14 to advance. So, it's just remarkable. Francis Parker leads Vincent 34-22. That is a fourth quarter score. And we'll have some numbers for you coming up.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Welcome back to the campus of Scripps Ranch, where the number one rated Falcons have advanced to next week's championship game at Southwestern College. Carroll, we talked about adjustments that Central would make at halftime. We talked about that Gennaro Suna needed to step up his game. He had 242 yards in the second half alone, so he certainly did answer the bell. But let's take a look and see what Scripps Ranch did. 36 rushes from scrimmage for only 96 yards, well below their average per game. On the night, Luke Durkin, 21 of 27, 352 yards, giving the Scripps Ranch Falcons 448 total yards, 23 first downs. They did have the one fumble that was recovered by the Spartans, Joey Denton. On the other side of the field, Central ran the ball 24 times from scrimmage for 86 yards, so 10 yards less than Scripps Ranch, but 12 less carries. 15 for 28 was Gennaro Suna for 305 yards. So yes, I say Gennaro had himself quite a second half, quite a game. 300 yards passing in this game against the first number one seeded team and the also number one rated defense in Division III. Central got 13 first downs, but unfortunately, one of the big hindrances to being successful tonight on the scoreboard, they ended up with 2 fumbles and 3 interceptions for 5 turnovers. Individually here, the final game of the season for a very successful 2019 campaign by the Central Spartans. Gennaro Suna had 5 carries, 3 were sacked for negative 12 yards. Michael Sullivan had 1 carry in the first half for 9 yards. Playing his final game as a Spartan, Jonathan Medina, 5 carries for 24 yards. And playing his final game as a Spartan, Angel Navas Barca, 13 carries, 65 yards, but he did not find the end zone. On the receiving end today, the 15 receptions were spread out among 6 different receivers. Let's start with Jonathan Medina. He had 1 catch for 14 yards. Also, Juan Dominguez had 2 catches for 20 yards. Michael Sullivan, 4 catches for 28 yards. And Fernando Morales, 4 catches, 42 yards. And the sensational sophomore,
John, it's an incredible end to a very good season. You know, the Central Spartans played well. They scored 24 points against Scripps Ranch tonight. Not nearly enough, but still very impressive. The Falcons and every bit of the number one overwhelming. At the end of the season, we want to salute some of the seniors that have been we've been talking about all year. Elias Dominguez, Juan Dominguez, Kevin Reyes, Joe Sanchez, Gennaro Suna, Michael Sullivan, Jonathan Cruz, Khalil Wyatt, Sebastian Coronel, Jose Bernal Torres, Alex Stoffel, Staples Santana, Jonathan Medina, James Thomas, Jonathan Silva, also Manuel Miller, Christian Morse, James Nova, Isaiah Perez, Philip Mata, DJ Cordero, Jorge Cavalier, Chris Carlo, Paul Sabano, Anton Velasquez, AJ Ariano, Michael Salario, and Luis Ramos. Outstanding seniors and get a great chat on the news.
The Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio.
Assistance, Gabe Lemers, our producer-engineer, Dylan Nichols with providing support and a lot of insight into the game tonight. John Driffle, our color commentator and statistician. I'm Carroll Buckley. We want to thank all of our sponsors, the CB Stop in Calexico, Julie Oliver of Dickey Insurance Services, the Broken Yoke Cafe, Roto-Rooter, the Hacienda Snack Bar, McNeese Mart, Imperial Valley College, Rolando Romo Insurance, the Town Pump and Brownie's Diner, Stan's Auto Body, Tyler Gallagher Insurance, the Imperial Irrigation District, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Derma's Floor Coverings, R&K Air Conditioning, and Fauces de Sopes. The final score, 49-24, Scripps Ranch, the number 1 seed, defeated the Central Spartans. Thank you and good evening.
It's like a trip through time.